early 70s Quiet Master. I just found this in the basement of my building probably about a half hour ago. Tried calling my maintenance guy. I just got home from, well, yeah, I just got home from Westchester, and I saw this sitting right by the entrance of the basement. Called my maintenance guy, didn't pick up, and a couple minutes later he walks around the corner. And I asked him if I could take it, and he said, yeah, you want it, go for it. So he actually helped me bring it upstairs, and yeah, Al, great guy. This hobby is kind of one of those deals where you got to jump on stuff like as soon as you can, because it's not going to be there for very long. So yeah, I took this from him before it got cut up. I did leave my number because it was the second maintenance guy that I didn't have his contact. So I told him I'll beat scrap price for, you know, virtually any old gem you take out, which there's not much left around here. It's all newer junk. So yeah, this was perfect timing because I think he was just about to walk out of the building and take this outside and just dump it. So yeah, apparently guy had it replaced because he hadn't used it in 20 years. And this is all the stuff that was packed in the vents. I guess it should block the winter draft and stuff like that. So this towel and all this was stuffed inside here. So yeah, we're gonna fire it up and see if it works. I'm sure it will. I don't have the sleeve or the front grill, but I do have both of those at my shop. The sleeve isn't period correct, the front grill is. So wood grain control panel, it's got the 5 speeds. Unfortunately, the data tag is missing, but that's okay because I'm gonna guess that based off the coil size, and this AJ is bigger than the one that's in my Space Saver Philco, that it's about a 12,000 BTU unit. And yeah, this is the sleeve that it was in. So yeah, late 60s, early 70s weather wheel sleeve. No idea why the original weather wheel was taken out so soon. I know for a fact it didn't die. These don't fucking die. So that's kind of a weird thing there. But yeah, this hasn't been started up in 20 years. And you can see this is what steel being in the elements since the 60s will do. And it's still savable. You know, there's a few broken slats. Yeah, those can be fixed. Who cares? But no through rod holes or anything. So now I have an extra fetters case, and you can see in comparison how much better the condition of mine is, the actual fetters. All right, so yeah, it's like the original capacitor, I'd say. GE motor. If anybody could tell me what the purpose of those screens was in the bottom, I'd like to know. Yeah, 4-row condenser. The drain apparatus here. Gotta clean that out. I already vacuumed out the tray. And then somebody did some trickery here with repairing this base pan, it looks like. It's a little rusted, not bad. But somebody put some caulking on the bottom. I imagine that's where the coil was rotted, and also they tried to repair the pan in the back. But overall, the condition of the coils is pretty good. Let's see if we can find out what year this is here. I'm gonna guess 70 through 75. And in fact, I know it's through there. All right, let's see, I can't read. What does that say? Oh, there's a lot of dust on this thing. All right, L0673. So 1973 model, 2 dots, so second shift. Obviously it's an AJ, got the terminal box right here. Insulation is still on the entire suction line. This is the only deflector that was left. I guess they threw the others out when they packed the stupid thing in the discharge vents. So yeah, there's no point in keeping that in there. All right, I have it plugged in. I did a smoke test, nothing happened. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, straighten that out. Coils don't look bad. I'm curious how deep the evaporator is because I don't have a data tag. Like I said, I think it's a 12. That clicks. All right, we'll start with high fan and see what happens. Oh, she fired right on. I don't know what the purpose of this is. So that's high, medium, low, medium, and low. It's whisper quiet. And for 73, both the evaporator blower and the condenser fan are plastic, which is kind of surprising. But I mean, then again, here the shroud is too, so. Yeah, that can be fixed up. So I just got to find a period correct case, and I do already have a front panel of one of these at my shop. And even though this is a late 60s one, I do have that too. All right, well, let's go to cool and see what happens. Let's try that again. Nothing. All right, so I realized that once again I made the mistake of firing stuff up too soon. Now, these terminals look good, so I don't see a problem there. I'm willing to bet it's going to be that capacitor because it's been sitting for so long. I wish I had my multimeter here and I could try and test it. Anyway, well, yeah, to be continued. All right, pulled back the control panel. At this point, I really don't see a reason why the compressor wouldn't start besides the capacitor being bad or the actual compressor. But look at the size of these coils. This thing's every bit of 13 or 14,000 BTUs. Probably the highest one they made on 110 in this chassis, I guess. Now, it'd be something else if it had a B series, wouldn't it? And that would be a real shame because I tried to start that compressor without even checking the terminals first. So, I mean, you're not finding another one of those compressors if something was wrong. Lesson learned there. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here. So I'm gonna try starting it one more time for good luck. And then after that, I'm going to get that capacitor out of there and order a new one.